We're going to go live. Now we're going back live. All right. And we were already on live for a while. I was wondering, I felt like we were talking to ourselves. Oh my gosh.
Hi.
Hey, everybody. You guys missed just a few minutes of the beginning on Facebook Live, but here we go. Oh, my cousin Jimmy's there. I call him Jimmy, but his name is, I don't know, he goes by James. But anyway, so we're going to do the angel card reading right now. Thank you, Cindy Malone, for getting us back on track since I didn't realize it was on private. That's kind of weird. I don't know how that happened, but it's all divine timing and planning, I guess. All right, so the first card is meditating. So the first thing that we need to do this week, or start doing, especially now that we're coming into July, the 4th of July, is start to go within and meditate a little bit. You know how the summer is going pretty darn quick already? People start to get a little crazy. People start to feel like we're running out of time. There's so many things that we want to get done, and it's like time is flipping by like there's nobody's business. So start to take a few minutes every day. Just do some deep breathing quietly. Try to keep everything out of your mind. Whatever messages come into your head, just take note and let it go. And just take those few minutes for yourself so that you can be present in what you're doing all day long. It's going to relax you. You're going to feel so much better. You'll actually be re-energized. I always tend to get really, oh, you're doing it live as well? Awesome. You always tend to get focused and, honing in on to what it is that you want to do. So start meditating. Hey, Erin and Cindy, thank you for doing that because I wanted to make sure what was going on. I kept trying to figure out what was happening, and I had it on private. I don't know how that happened. Oh, my. So, it's so funny. I'm telling you, the cards never lie. This is the part that I love the most. So, the first card was meditation. The second card was romance. Ooh. So here is romance. And what is the summer all about, right? Really? Everybody has summer love, yes. Right? So when you are focused and when you are meditating, you are able to become centered. You are able to get rid of the crazy. So nobody can really physically see it, what's going on inside. It doesn't matter. But on the outside, people see you as calm, cool, collected, pretty cool. I'll come visit you or want to start a little summer romance with you. But that, if you are not with somebody, start to expect a summer romance blossoming. And if you're already in a relationship, you might start having more romance come into your life. You might have little things, little date nights, those kinds of things. So start thinking about all that kind of stuff. And let me tell you, when you hear the cards and you realize what's going on, little things are going to start popping in your head. And you're going to be like, what? The cards never lie. I promise you. All right, so meditate and romance. The third card is trust. Oh, my. I love the story it's telling. Trust. Oh, wait, that's right. So you were over here, too. So
I have you all over the place.
I know, right? I have to multitask.
Yeah, I have friends chiming in, too.
Oh, my God, that's awesome. So the first one is meditating, you guys. So we're going to talk to this computer first. Meditate. Start centering yourself. Get quiet with yourself. All you have to do for a few minutes, you just breathe quietly, slowly, breathe in slowly, breathe out slowly, and start to get all that stuff out of your head. Then anything that pops in, just take a little note and let it go, and you're good to go. And then you're going to start to feel calm and relaxed, especially in the summertime when things are really speeding up. Because it's the summertime. Everybody has plans. Everybody wants to go places, do things. And it's like you're not paying attention to what's going on right then and there. You're focused on what you have to do to the next event, So now that we're in the summertime, we only have summer really good months of 4 or 5 months. So try to hold on to that stuff. And then romance. So that's another thing. Summer romance. That's what always happens. So be open to it. If you're looking for somebody, it's coming. Just open your mind. It's coming. And then if you're in a relationship, start doing little date nights. Start doing little cutesy things, and it will pick up your romance. That'll be awesome. All right, and then the next card then was trust. And trust is all about trusting everything is coming to you in perfect planning and divine timing. So trust that whatever messages while you're receiving when you are meditating, that's true. That's stuff that's happening. Because if you have any questions in your mind, those answers are going to come to you when you quiet the mind and you let go. So you're able to figure stuff out for yourself. Everybody has the ability to receive messages from your angels, from your spirit guides, all of that. We all have that capability. Most of us turn it off, and it's a great way to start getting centered and turn it back on. But trust and know that what you're doing is working. What's happening is right. And the person who's coming into your life for a romance, summer romance, again, the cards never lie. You could be like, I don't know, it never happens for me, but I bet you there's somebody waiting around the corner for you. So quit talking like that and be open and receive it so that you can enjoy your summer and have a good time. And then you may not be by yourself at Christmas and New Year's. So pre-plan. So trust that you know what's going on. Everything is happening for your highest good. So this is a great reading. And then the next card is friendship. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. So again, you are going to cultivate a lot of friendships. The other thing too is don't be surprised if some relationships fall to the side. Not everybody is in your life all the time for your highest good. See, now we're getting, people are coming. Yeah. So I was like, this is not normal. What is going on here? So friendships change all the time. Always remember the poem Footsteps. I say this all the time. People are in your life for a period of time. It's in your life. You're either to teach somebody or they're teaching you something or everybody's helping you get through things. And then once they are no longer for your highest good, once they are no longer needed, then they will fall away. Too many times people try to hold on to people and relationships that are no longer for their highest good. So just know that in friendship, it's okay to let go. And then you're going to have new people come into your life. So once you let go, new people get to come in. And that's the part that's absolutely amazing. And that's how you know when you trust that what's happening, then you are going to have relationships that are going to blossom like crazy. You're going to have people in your life who you're like, where have you been my whole life? You know what I mean? Right. It's like, well, we're waiting for you to let go of so-and-so, but you held on tight to that relationship. But that's how it all works. There was one, it was a few weeks ago, I did a shaman meditation. And so, or a shaman journey. And you go deep into like either above or below, into Mother Earth or up into the sky. And I think at this particular one, I was going up into the sky. And my question was about success. Yeah, it was about success and, letting go of things. And one of the things that I did receive in my meditation was that I hold on to so many different things that I am not allowing the people to come into my life. So if I can let go of relationships that are not working for me, like for my business or just around me, once those people fall away, then there are so many people waiting for my attention. And when I got that in my meditation, I was like, what? And it really brought tears to my eyes. I was like, It was amazing. So those are the things that you want to look at for sure. So the story is, if you meditate and you get centered and you're relaxed and you're not desperate for anything, you're just calm, cool, and collected, then romance is going to come into your life. It's going to blossom and grow. And you're going to trust and know that everything is working out for your highest good. And your friendships also will blossom and grow. Or the ones that will let go will go. And then you get to have all new people come into your life who are for your highest good. So that totally is an absolute amazing, amazing story, you guys. So that is that for the angel card reading. And I'll tell you, I absolutely love doing these cards. I mean, it's so much fun. I love it when Spirit comes to me and lets me know, because the information that I get literally comes up from above, goes through into my head, out my mouth, and it makes me look brilliant. So, yeah, it really is amazing. I absolutely love it. And so that's the kind of stuff that, I love to do. And, share that with everybody so that way they can have purpose. So in the next week, that's what you want to focus on. So I think that's amazing.
That's awesome.
So, all right. So let's get into the meat of it. I'm so excited. You know, we have got...
see both of us, maybe? Maybe not.
There we go. Here, let's see.
We haven't done this before, so...
We're, like, trying to, like, figure out the whole...
A couple of computers going on.
Yeah.
So, there, perfect.
Perfect.
Yep. I can just hang out
We'll just have to, like, scoot in.
Yeah, we'll be all nice.
There we go. But I did want to show everybody that right here, because Tiffany does the Young Living oils, she has her diffuser, which she's got lit up green. It just looks like a glow ball.
Can you see that?
But my room is so green.
It has kind of a Moroccan design to it.
Yeah, I love it.
And tons of different LED colors. It goes, I believe, 10 hours. It also has a candle flickering setting, so it looks like a flickering candle. So if you miss your candles when you're kicking out your toxins, this kind of replaces this. So actually this goes on my nightstand so I can have a little romance in my bedroom.
Oh my gosh, you know what?
Instead of candles.
That's hilarious. Again, romance, the cards never lie.
Yes.
So there you go if you want to like spice it up a little bit there. So it's really nice too. It kind of like reminds me of Genie in a Bottle.
Yeah,
you know?
It's very cool.
I'm waiting for my genie. I'm going to rub it so he comes out and grants us our wishes. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here's the thing. So we're all talking about knocking out the toxins.
Right. So one of the things that is kind of scary to me is that they said the World Health Organization has said by the year 2020 that 1 in every 2 people will have cancer. And a lot of it is from the things that we're using in our houses, the chemicals that we put into our body. To recap what we had talked about a little bit earlier is that when you're inhaling something, it goes into your system within 3 seconds. So as we're inhaling these good molecules of energy, that's awesome. But when you're using different chemical cleaners or things that are bad in your house, candle warmers, candles, things like that. I used to be a candle junkie.
Oh my God, I was too.
I love it. I love the flickering light. I love the romance of the way it looks. But it's so bad for us because it's releasing the toxins into the air.
Yeah.
They're also hormone disruptors, so that's another thing that when we're wondering why people are getting sick or allergies or asthma or all these different things, it's because of all the bad stuff just floating around in our air.
See, and that is crazy because here's the thing, like candles have been around for eons, right?
Right.
But the candles that were made from the beginning are totally different. So the candles that we're getting now is something completely different. Oh, we got Amy there, Judy there, Dory. Hey, you guys. Are different now. And so that was one of the things that I was very surprised about because I too loved candles. Had candles everywhere, had the plug-in candles so they melted. And then you have that nice aroma in your house so nobody can smell your dog. They just smell, cookies coming out of the oven, which there aren't any. But that's the stuff when you start, getting older and getting sick all the time, and especially for women, a lot of women mostly, because we're the ones who inundate ourselves with all of it. We find out that our hormones are off, like for our body, whether it's menopause, our periods, different things, our thyroids, all kinds of stuff, fibromyalgia. Like all these different, immune disorders.
Autoimmune disease that nobody knows what's really wrong with you.
Exactly. It's like, you've got to be kidding me. And it's like stuff we do to ourselves all the time. Perfumes, for instance.
Fragrance. Yes.
Fragrance.
Huge.
You don't know what's in fragrance. You have a patent. If there's a patent on a fragrance, you do not know what the chemicals are to create that. You'll never see it. They don't have to, divulge it. So you do not know what you're putting on your body. I'm very sensitive to fragrances like that. I can't be around too much of it.
Me too.
Yeah.
Devin, my son, actually lit a Yankee candle, and it was the lavender vanilla one, I think. And it was instant migraine for me. And I'm like, blow that out. And an hour later, still the headache. And I'm like, did you blow that candle out? And he goes, Mom, I blew it out. I said, put it outside on the back porch. I just can't have it in the house.
Yeah.
Because the fragrance was so strong that it gave me a headache. I mean, and one of the other things they say that women that work in the homes, housewives, get sick quicker, more often because they're around all of these bad things in the home.
Isn't that something?
It's scary.
It's crazy because here, like way back when, right? When you washed your floors, you washed them on your hands and knees. There was no mop. There was no, none of that stuff. Yeah. It literally was on your hands and knees. And you are literally breathing it in, and your hands and your face are in the chemicals.
Yeah. Bleach. I mean, bleach is horrible. Ammonia. I mean, all those things are just so bad for us to be ingesting. So, and basically, you're ingesting when you're inhaling those.
And nobody thinks about that stuff.
Yeah.
No one thinks about that stuff. It's like, you do your stuff, like when I was cleaning the toilet for you, when you came in today, because I'm like, she'll probably want to clean potty if she has to go potty. And I'm like, oh my God. So I'm scrubbing the toilet, whatever, and some of, like the chemical, like splashed on my face a little bit because the stupid cap came off.
Uh-huh.
I was like, oh my God. And I was just like, oh my God, that's like in my skin now.
Yeah.
I've got toilet bowl cleaner on my skin.
I mean, it's instant. So this is one of the things that freaked me out. And you were at the last meeting, so you didn't hear me say this, but every time I reach for a receipt, I freak out. So receipts are made of this thermal paper, and it has BPA in it. So the instant you take that receipt and you touch it, you're getting that on your hands. So
explain what BPA is, first of all.
BPA actually has been banned in Canada because it's so harmful to you, and I believe it's a toxin that can cause cancer. It's cancer related. So actually in Canada they've banned it because they found it in homes in the air. They did air quality tests, and it was one of the bad toxins that they found. It's also hormone disruptor. I mean, you can go on and on. There's 10 of the top things that are bad for you, and I can talk about that in a second. But so every time you touch one of those receipts at the grocery store or wherever you are out to dinner, you're getting that BPA on your hands. The other thing they said is people then go and they eat, they'll grab grapes or whatever, not thinking, and now you're ingesting that BPA. So people that are aware of this, which I had no clue, no idea. So people that are aware of this know that they should be using hand sanitizer. But the problem is most common commercial hand sanitizers have triclosan in it, which is another bad chemical. And then it makes it 10,000 times worse ingesting. So it's not just the regular BPA. The triclosan basically boosts it, and you're ingesting that. So they said one of the good things is to get your receipts emailed to you. If that's an option when you're out to dinner, which I've seen that in some places, you can just get it emailed. I think like Menards or Home Depot, you can get your receipts emailed. So do that so you're not touching that paper. And then the other thing is you can get TaxBot for on your phone and just take a picture of the receipt and not touch it or try not to touch it. And if you're actually working in a retail environment and you're touching these things, you absolutely should have rubber gloves on because you are most susceptible to getting sick and having the most BPA, because every time you rip off the register receipt and hand it to the customer, you're touching that over and over and over again.
Isn't that something? Especially when I'm sitting here thinking about Christmas time. You know how, Thanksgiving, November, December, and January, the beginning of January, everybody is shopping.
Mm-hmm.
Shopping.
Yeah.
And it's just constant touching.
Yeah.
And of course then you have, oh my gosh, because then you've got the receipts like shoved in your purse, your wallet, and then you take them out, you're organizing them, you're like just touching and touching and touching. It's like, oh my gosh, you've got to be kidding me.
Yeah, so you're poisoning your body, and I had no idea. I mean, I was absolutely appalled when I heard that, and I thought, oh my gosh, I had no idea. There's so many things that we don't know that is going on in our houses, the things that we're using. So there's 2 apps. You definitely should download them. It's EWG, which is the Environmental Working Group, and the other one is called Think Dirty. And you can actually go into your cabinets, and we say do a 3-cabinet challenge, and go into your cabinets and scan the barcodes on your cabinets. Did I just lose my computer? What happened? We went dark.
Did you need to plug it in?
I don't think so. I should be
So what is it? EWG.com?
Yeah, Environmental Working Group. I don't know if it's EWG.com. We can post the links later. And then The other one is the Think Dirty app. And you can actually scan the barcodes on your products. And this is interesting. So forever, I've used Secret deodorant. And here it's a 9 out of 10, 10 being the most toxic. And so my son said, well, Mom, what's my Old Spice? I want to know. So we scanned his, 9 out of 10 for being the most toxic.
Secret?
His Secret deodorant, mine, was the Baby Powder Fresh Secret deodorant, 9 out of 10 it scanned at. And then the other one was my son had the Old Spice deodorant, and that one was a 9 out of 10. So crazy, saying that it's the most
they do say for sure. Oh, Judy is listening to our show, and she's in the comments on Facebook Live, and she has got it up there, ewg.org.
Oh,
so
perfect.
You can download that app. Thank you, Judy. That is awesome.
You plug me in.
Oh my.
Sorry.
Well, we're gonna lose a light.
Are we okay? Maybe.
Was that too dark?
That's too dark. Okay. Never mind.
No can do, Buckaroo.
Sorry. We're having technical difficulties. Hopefully my people jump on over.
Well, did I tag you? Yeah, I have you tagged in here.
Am I tagged? No, I'm not tagged.
Oh my gosh. All right, let's see.
I
don't know.
That's okay. We're fine.
The show must go on. The show must go on. There might be a plug over there. I'm not sure.
So anyway, deodorants.
So deodorants are a direct link to breast cancer.
There are plenty of studies on that, and that a lot of deodorants have aluminum. There's all kinds of bad toxins in our deodorants.
Yeah.
That they say lead to this. Alzheimer's, I mean, the list goes on and on.
It's terrible. I mean, even with Alzheimer's, and dementia, people don't realize too, like with if you buy canned food, people buy a lot of canned food, especially on a tight budget, which a lot of people are. But canned food is one of the worst foods you can eat for the simple fact, one, it's processed and it's in a can, because actually those chemicals from the aluminum are actually getting into your food. I mean, do you ever taste it? You can taste can.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
And if the can is bent, then the seal is then broken, and that is seeping into your food. That's why a lot of people get botulism when they're thinking that their canned food is good, and it's not, because it's the cans are damaged.
Yeah.
And you don't know how long the can has been damaged for, or if it's expired or whatever. So, and dementia and Alzheimer's is rampant.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, those are just some of the things, that are affecting us. Another thing that's really interesting, in 2015, every 13 seconds a phone call was made to the Poison Control Center, and most of those were for children. 50% of those calls were for children under the age of 5 that ingested toxic chemicals. So one of the biggest things are the laundry packs or the dishwasher detergent packs.
Oh, yeah.
And there have actually been, I think it's like 3,000 or 4,000 kids that had to call on.
They ate one.
Because they ate those.
Oh, my gosh.
Like crazy. I mean, so when you're thinking about what's in your house that your kids can get a hold of or your dogs can get a hold of, you just have to take more caution. If there's ingredients that you can't read, you probably shouldn't be using them.
Right. Well, that's the biggest thing, and that's what people always, will tell you, is that if you can't read it, you can't pronounce it, then it's not something that you should be using.
Right. It's not good. So I'm going to do a little demonstration.
Okay.
Because this was something that really resonated with me. We clean our floors with things. We clean our kitchen counters with things. So here's my little demo.
All right, I'm going to switch you over, go a little. There we go.
Are we good? Okay. So the first cleaner that we have here is the Works. And this is something that we've used to clean our bathrooms, to clean the boat. And it has a chemical in it called glycol ether. Glycol ether, if you look up Dr. Mercola, if you don't follow him, he's got some really awesome articles. But he talks about how toxic glycol ether is and how it actually, the chemicals will eat through rubber gloves and get into your system immediately. And it causes like low sperm count, which the men's eyes in my household. Actually, Keith, my boyfriend, was the one that found this and was like, oh my gosh, it's going to hurt my sperm. And so there's a big joke in our house, you know, even my teenage son is like, is that the grandbaby killer? You know, so it's a big joke. So this is the works cleaner. So all kinds of fabulous chemicals in here that you don't want to be using. And then the other one that we have is our thieves cleaner, which kills, it's like 99.9% of airborne bacteria, germs. Some hospitals are using this, but it's amazing. So you take one little tiny capful right here, this little cap. Mm-hmm. This makes probably like 35 or 40 bottles, and you put it in here, fill the rest up with water, and this is your cleaner. We use this for everything. There's a bottle of this in almost every room in my house.
Oh, you're
every
kidding.
bathroom for sure. I use it even on the tile floors before I steam clean. I spray them down with this, and then I steam clean them. It smells amazing. It's like cinnamon, clove, lemon.
I love that smell. That always
like
invigorates me anyway. I love that smell.
So what I'm going to do is I have an apple. It's getting a little brown here. So we got 2 apples. Okay, I'm going to put these off to the side. And I am going to spray down my cutting board, which, how many times do you do this yourself? One side with the works, okay? I'll put that over there. The other side with my thieves cleaner. Because this is a typical day when you are cleaning your cutting board. So I'm going to wipe it down. That's the one side, okay? This is the thieves side, and I'm going to wipe this side down. And I'm going to take my apple, and I'm going to put it down on the counter that I just cleaned. And then I'm going to cut it. My nice juicy apple. And then I'm going to cut the other one that has the works spray. Notice how I cut the thieves one first?
Yes.
And then I'm going to ask Rita, which do you choose, thieves or the works? Because literally, this is what you're doing. You're ingesting these toxins after you clean your kitchen counter. And it's something we never think about. What do you clean your bathtub with, and then you put your baby in that bathtub and it's absorbing? What do you clean the bathtub with, and then you get into it and it absorbs right through the pores in your feet?
Oh my God!
Right? Is that not like a? You're like, what?
What?
Okay, so
you know what? That
apple.
is like, that's crazy. Because honestly, for me personally, I don't think about stuff like that. So especially because my husband and my son, they're hard workers. They're laborers. My husband's an iron worker. My son lays cable for Comcast, the contractor. And so they're always muddy, dirty. I know. I'm like,
right?
Holy cow. Shocker. It's like, what? So it's like, for me, you know, it can be pretty crazy. Hey, Ray. So for me, it's like, I will chemical the crap out of the bathtub and the shower to make sure it gets really squeaky clean. And oh my gosh. And I've always dealt with a lot of illnesses, a lot of fibromyalgia, a lot of anxiety, a lot of depression, a lot of hormone imbalance, a lot of everything. Like, you name it, I've probably been dealing with it in one capacity or another.
Yeah.
Which I'm not excited about. I'm not bragging about. Trust me. But things are starting to go on the down low when I am shifting and changing and doing different things for my health. And I did not realize, you know, like, for instance, here it is. So I've got, you know, this with Lysol, or I've got, you know, the chlorine, the Clorox cleaner, all that kind of stuff.
So this little bottle, when you make each of those little thieves bottles, it's 88 cents a bottle. So anyone that tells me that living organic and toxin-free is expensive is full of it. Because how much was your Lysol bottle? Probably like $5?
Probably
about $5. So you're making thieves spray and it's 88 cents a bottle. This is a concentrate, so it makes about 30 bottles. So it's so worth it. And it's nice. You can have it everywhere. It cleans everything. We have really bad rusty water in our house.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things that I do is I'll mix this with baking soda and make like a soft scrub paste. And it cleans the shower entirely. Keith used to clean our shower with muriatic acid, and it would be like, get everybody out of the house. I can't breathe. I'm super sensitive to chemicals.
I'm sensitive to chemicals as well.
So it was like clear the house. And so now this gets the rust right off the shower walls. It works great in the toilet.
You're kidding.
No, like crazy. I mean, I have a video on Facebook about cleaning my toilet. It's totally disgusting, but it's worth the watch. And one of the things that I do is I put thieves and purification oil. I put about 5 drops of each. I leave it for 15 minutes. I come back and all the gunk and gross stuff on the sides literally is off and the toilet bowl is clean. I'm not even kidding you.
So how do you do that though? Do you just like put the drops in the bowl and then you swish it around?
Yeah, and then let it sit in there for 15 minutes. And ours gets like gross and cakey. Like, I don't even know how to explain it, but it's so disgusting because of the well water and the mineral deposits. And this takes it right off. I was absolutely shocked. Like, what? I had cleaned the dog bowl with it. And the dog's bowl, even though they get filtered water from the tap, it was still rusty inside, and I had used this, and it got the bowl totally white plastic again, and I went, that's crazy.
And that's purification and what?
It's purification and thieves oil.
And thieves oil.
So these are things you can use the oils straight out to clean with. You can add this to the baking soda and make a paste. There's so many different things that you can do. So there's also what they call is the natural bleach. So it's hydrogen peroxide and lemon oil. And it's like a bleach almost, but it's natural, and obviously it's not going to harm you. It cuts through everything. Lemon oil is great, like for cleaning the windows.
Oh my gosh.
And it's like 5 drops of lemon oil. Like if I had a bottle this big, it would be about 5 to 10 drops of lemon oil, fill the rest up with the water, and use it as a window spray, a window cleaner. Totally organic. Lemon is basically plant juice. It's from the rind of the lemon fruit. It's not going to hurt you. There's no bad toxins, and it's going to get your windows sparkly clean.
I think that's amazing because let me tell you, I juice lemon and limes, and I drink at those, to like, detox my body. But I've never thought to do something like that.
Yeah.
See, that's the stuff that I think is absolutely amazing.
They say that before we leave the house as women that we put over 300 different chemicals on our body. Between our shampoo, our conditioner, our deodorant, our makeups, our body gel, whatever it is that we're putting on, perfume, because fragrance is horrible, and you can actually learn how to make perfume with the oils. I love my perfumes, so and I thought it would be really hard to get away from. And it was funny, I was in the grocery store and somebody had my old perfume on, and I'm like, oh, I smell them, and it was like 5 minutes later, headache. I'm like,
I'm telling you, I cannot be around fragrances. It's like I do get a headache. I even with my husband and my son too, because I'm making some health changes, so I'm able to smell again and breathe easier. And sometimes when they're putting on their foo-foo, I'm just like, you guys smell like cheap little like, oh my god,
that's so funny.
But it's crazy. It's all that stuff that we put on our bodies, and it doesn't surprise me one bit with all of that stuff. Especially with the layers of makeup that most women wear.
Yes. So, I mean, here's another example. The Johnson & Johnson baby products. We scanned the baby powder, and it's a 10 out of 10 for being toxic. And so
that is unbelievable.
Crazy. And people are putting this on their babies.
Well, and then talcum powder is like a direct hit to uterine cancer.
Yeah.
So, and women use talcum powder.
A lot of cosmetics have talcum powder in them, and they have bismuth and things like that, and all those are bad for our bodies. But one of the things, like with the cosmetic industry, they can hide everything under the word fragrance.
Right.
They don't have to let you know exactly what's in there. They can hide different chemicals under the word fragrance. So it's really important to have a brand that is totally open about what their ingredients are and that they use very natural ingredients. I've tried a bunch. I won't mention names. There was an eyeshadow that I thought was this natural brand company, and they do a real good lash serum and stuff like that, and I thought it was good, and it wasn't good. The eyeshadow rated an 8 out of 10 on the app, and I was like, what? Like, this
Are
is
you kidding
crazy.
me?
No. So, I mean, people will say that they're a natural beauty product, natural beauty company, and they aren't always necessarily. Yes. That was exactly it. She guessed the brand.
No.
I'm trying to be very nice and not say the brand.
I'm not going to say the brand, but
Get the Think Dirty app and start.
Oh my gosh,
stuff
because
and looking
I
into things.
absolutely have. I've had their mascara, and I definitely have their eyeshadows.
Yes, so now you have to throw them away. Bare Minerals is a lot of people that don't use more expensive makeup. They'll think Bare Minerals is good, and it's not. Go look it up on the Think Dirty app. No, there's all kinds of bad stuff in there. There's and there's some brands that will tell you all their ingredients, but look into the ingredients, and it'll show you like bismuth is bad, talc is bad.
Oh my God,
There's
I've got both those products.
colorants.
I have both of those products.
Like Blue Lake colorant something, I don't even know what the hell it is.
Yeah.
But all these things are bad for you. So
my
we put them on our bodies to look pretty. And you know, it's funny, so the Young Living came out with the new makeup line, and I am always hesitant to wear any makeup at all. Like, I make my own chapsticks. You know, I'm very distant from anything that's bad. I just go with more of a natural look because I know all the bad stuff that's in this.
Right.
And so I've been playing with this makeup, and it's awesome. It's been great. I've been wearing it all day.
Oh my God, I'm so disappointed, because when I do wear makeup, it would be Bare Minerals and this particular brand. And so I'm very disappointed.
Sorry.
Very disappointed. Oh my God, I'm like really disappointed.
So I mean, and we should be. We should be upset that we allow this into our society and we're okay with this. And
well, here's the thing too, you know, and this is I'm glad you brought this conversation up, because I never know how the show is going to go when we're doing it. But I also fell into the trap of a shampoo that I was using that you can get off of, you know, TV. It's very popular.
I think I know what you're talking about.
And
and it makes your hair fall out.
And I wanted my hair to look beautiful, like you know, the movie stars, because my hair is short, thin, you know, that kind of thing. And so I was using the product, and I noticed that like every day I'm cleaning out my hairbrush. And every day when I'm washing my hair, I've got gobs of hair in my hands. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? And then after a while, I started to notice like an odor. You know how when you scratch your head, it just didn't feel right. And I would smell my hands like, you know, is this me that smells? Because I can pick up odors. And I always have to check. Like I always do this to check to make sure, is it me or is it you?
Your screen so we can see it.
Oh, are you done with that part?
Yeah, I'm
okay.
Done with this part.
So, like I said, I'm always doing this to make sure, you know, I'm not offending if I smell something on someone, and, you know, make sure it's not me. But I did that. I would, like, you know, scratch my head because my scalp even felt weird.
Yeah.
And I would smell my hands, and I would be like, what the heck is that? Because you're not supposed to have any odor. Your scalp is supposed to be squeaky clean. Your hair is supposed to be beautiful and manageable and luxurious, and you look like a movie star walking down the street. But I was losing hair like there's nobody's business. And somebody had told me that about a lawsuit that was going on with this particular brand. And she told me that I had to wash my scalp with baking soda to clean my scalp and get it out. And it took a while. It took a couple of washings. But I had to do that, and I could not believe how different my scalp felt after the baking soda shampoo wash to that. And I threw away hundreds of dollars worth of product because you are on a monthly shipment with this particular company.
Right.
And I could not believe that my hair was falling out like there's nobody's business. Like literally. And now, I mean, I've been off it for a couple of years now, but when I wash my hair, I put in the cream rinse, I'm good to go. I don't have gobs and gobs of hair in my hands. Yeah. Like literally, my whole hands would be covered with hair. It was terrible. I couldn't believe it. I was so devastated.
So sometimes we see things or see supermodels putting on this makeup or whatever it is and think it's okay for our bodies. If it's okay for her, it's okay for us.
Right.
And we aren't really checking all that. And so it's
I'm wondering if they're even using that stuff, like those kind of products, like all of that stuff, if they're really actually using those products. Because I can't even imagine, because I saw, when I found out about that particular brand with the shampoo, I went online to look at all the images of the different lawsuits, as well as the women who literally had hair patches
gone,
and some of those women never got their hair back. It never grew back.
Right.
So it was like forever gone.
Yeah.
And it's like, you have got to be kidding me.
It's crazy. So we have stuff to help hair growth, actually in brain function, cognitive health. So
really?
You can put rosemary, cedarwood, and peppermint into your shampoo, and you do 1 drop of each for each ounce, and it actually will help stimulate the scalp and help with growth. You can also put a drop of lavender or cedarwood in your mascara tube, just 1 drop, not more than 1, and it actually will help your lashes grow longer. So,
what is it?
Just lavender or cedarwood. I put lavender. I put 1 drop of lavender in my mascara, and I don't wear it often, but you could even do, like, if you wanted to do a coconut serum for at night before you go to bed and just put that on with lavender, it'll help your eyes grow, and then you're sleeping with that on there. It also, as gross as this is, it keeps away eye mites, which I never even knew was a thing. It's like little bugs that eat at your eyelids at night, eat out the skin. And people have had mites. I know, it's so gross. It's so gross. But
oh my God, what?
Supposedly keeps the eye mites away.
So gross. You know, there's so many things that we find out about. You know what I mean? It was enough about dust mites. Now I got to worry about what, eye mites?
Yeah, eye mites. Eating at your little eyelids at night. But the lavender keeps them away. So I had no idea. I read into this. I was like, wow, that's amazing. So
that's crazy. Yeah. I guess I will be using lavender on my eyelashes tonight with coconut oil.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So where should I start? Do you want me to talk about maybe the makeup and the clean?
Well,
makeup?
Yeah, we definitely did. We started because women are all about the makeup.
So Young Living has a whole skincare line. It's the art system, and so I actually like this. I'm not really a makeup person. I'm not really a foundation person, but you can turn the powdered foundation into a liquid foundation by using a moisturizer, and you just do like 3 pumps in the palm of your hand, and you would sprinkle some of the foundation. Everything is mineral based. It is animal cruelty free. All of our products are never tested on animals, which I think is a huge thing. And I joke around because my dogs use oils. Seriously, I don't know what my dogs would do without their oils. They're so terrified of storms and stuff like that. So I joke around that, oh yeah, well, I test the oils on my dogs, but it helps them, and it's something that they choose, and they have a choice if they want to, and they actually have their own oils for each dog and what helps them. But we don't test any of our products on animals. There's no parabens. There's no, I can't even say the words, flatatates or something like that. There's no bismuth. There's no talc. It's all natural mica. And so if anyone tuned in, I did mermaid boxes this past month, and we did bronzing lotions and some really fun stuff. A lot of those recipes call for mica, and mica can have a nice little shimmer. There's also mica that is more of a matte color. So there are tons of different foundation colors. I recommend that you find someone that has them. These are about $44 each, but they last like 3 months. People say that these last forever. So when you're thinking about it, it's really not that much compared to whatever you're buying.
That isn't that much, especially for me personally. I know that those last forever for me.
Yeah.
They last well into a year.
Yeah. So these are your foundations. You have different blushes, and I wish I had the numbers. I know how many lipsticks we have. Actually, we have 4 lipsticks, and we have 2 glosses. Hold on 1 second. Sorry. I have them in my bag. They're so pretty. I had these so they wouldn't melt the other day when it was super hot.
Oh, yes.
So these are some of the lipsticks, and they are nice size. I think it's like $22 a tube. And if you're like me and you don't wear lipstick very often, this will last a long time. It also has the Young Living logo engraved in there, so it's very cute, very pretty. So 4 different color lip colors. I am wearing Uptown Girl, so I don't know if you can see. This is my 5-minute face, and this is one of my favorite lipstick colors. And it's kind of a purpley.
Oh my gosh. I used to wear that kind of stuff all the time when I was younger, that color. I loved it.
Yeah. So very, very pretty. Uptown Girl. I'm definitely a purple girl, so this was my color. And then I'm wearing the lip gloss, and oh my goodness, I don't know the name of it. And it's not on here. But it's the darker pink shade of lip gloss. And the nice thing about this, like, I don't like lip gloss where it's like sticky and it feels like you have like petroleum oil on your lips.
Right.
Okay. Like Lancome, I think, makes one, and it's just too sticky for me. So this one is nice and smooth. Your lips like glide. It also has peppermint oil in it, so it gives your lips a little bit more plumpy look. So for those of you looking to plump your lips, and it's very cooling, especially summertime.
Right.
You almost don't have to wear a lipstick. You could just wear the gloss. And the gloss is really nice. So we have 2 different glosses. One is a lighter pink, almost like a peach color, almost a nude.
Yeah.
And then there's the pink. And so there's those. There's the 4 different lip colors. So let me see if I can get some of these open pretty quick so that you can see them. This one I like. This one's almost like a platinum. It's kind of hard to see. But
look at that. So,
yeah,
okay, so there's that one.
Awesome. Okay, this is another one.
Here's another one. Oh my gosh, you guys. So here we go.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That is so pretty.
This is why I love doing Facebook Live while we're doing our Blog Talk Radio.
That's the Uptown Girl. That's my favorite.
Oh, I love that.
And then here is the other one.
Let's
see.
So
you got 4 different shades.
I'm terrible with this whole mirror imaging thing.
You're doing great. Look at that. And there's your 4 different lipstick shades.
Oh my gosh, you guys. That's amazing. Here, let's bring back the glosses so everybody can see the 2.
The glosses. There's also something in here called the multitasker. And it's good for shading in your eyebrows, but it also helps shade in gray hair if you're a brunette. So it's a natural way of doing it. Those are the glosses.
These are the glosses, which are very pretty.
Infused with essential oils. There's a couple different blushes. There's bronzers.
There we go.
There's also the Veil, which is, if you want to hold that up, it's like a white shimmer powder that just adds like a nice setting. And the other cool thing, we have mascara coming out in August.
Okay.
So it's not out yet, but if you want that 3D fiber look, you would use the Veil on a little eyeshadow brush after you put your first coat of mascara on, and you can softly just dab the particles and then do your mascara, because I don't know if you've tried the 3D fibers and they get in your eyeballs and they're itchy and they, it's like, what's the fastest I can get this off
love
of
that
me?
stuff done. I do.
Okay.
I do, because I love the look.
Yeah.
And so, like I said, that's why I'm so disappointed. Because I do enjoy the 3D fibers. I do, because it doesn't really, it does, you're right, fall into your eyes when you are doing it. But I always make my stuff last long.
Okay.
And I use more of the gel than I did of the fiber. I would just do a quick fiber, but you can really get them going with the gel.
Okay.
And so I would run out of the gel before I would run out of the fiber, for sure.
Got it.
But it's always good to know.
Yeah, so this is another alternative. So your Veil powder, you can just dab it and then do another layer of your mascara over it. And it definitely gives you the thick, chunky, long look.
Yeah, I love that stuff.
Yeah.
I just like to pop.
So Veil's in here. There's also a makeup setting spray, and this is awesome. And I'm just going to spray myself. Spray yourself. You'll love it. It's infused with oils, but it's just like a breath of fresh air, and it has rose in it and all kinds of good stuff. It's so good. And this is like, I want to say $11. Something really inexpensive. But you use this as a makeup setting spray, so you would spray your brushes before putting your foundation on or before putting your eyeshadow on. The eyeliner is amazing. They have one black eyeliner right now, and I'm sure you can use some of the other eyeshadow colors as eyeliner if black's not your thing.
Right.
But it lasts all day. Doesn't move, doesn't smear, doesn't smudge.
Oh,
I
you're
was
kidding.
out the other day in the hot weather, and I'm like, okay, just waiting for it to look like crap, and literally it stayed on perfectly and looks awesome. I did use the setting spray, so it worked really well.
Holy cow. Because that's nothing worse when you, by the end of the day, you look like you've got 2 black eyes.
Yes, right? Or raccoon eyes,
Yeah.
right? Tons of different eyeshadows. So those are in here. The multitasker, which is the eyebrow powder, and also the one that covers gray hairs on brunettes.
Here, let's see.
So yeah, there's tons. Oh, they're beautiful.
Wow.
And they're nice shimmer powder. I'm using Wanderlust today. I don't know if you can see my makeup.
These are really pretty.
But the nicest compliment was I showed up at an event the other day and the girl goes, "What did you do? Your face is glowing." So I love the new makeup. It's awesome. It's really reasonable. I think that's it. So there's tons of different foundations. Here you go. There's all the
Oh my gosh, you guys. That is
makeup.
crazy.
So, and I'm local, so if anyone's local and they want to do a 5-minute facial, I'm always open to that. I love playing with this. I'm having a lot of fun with the makeup.
I bet, because I'm not I really don't wear a lot of makeup, but there are days where you just want to look fresh.
Yeah.
And I'm getting older, I'm turning 49 very shortly, so it's like, sometimes when I look at myself, I'm like, oh my gosh, Rita, and I'm just, like, I'm not really ready for the age, you know what I mean? And I'm not ready to look at the wrinkles. And so when I want to put makeup on, I like it to look natural too. I don't want anybody to see, oh my God, she's got makeup on.
Well, that was
I always like it to be natural where it enhances. It doesn't like you're wearing the makeup.
Yes.
Or the makeup's wearing you.
Yes. And it's funny, I've been out looking at people and their foundations and how it doesn't blend, and it's like,
right?
Oh my God, what is she thinking? And sometimes we don't see, but this is like this nice natural glow.
Yes.
And I really enjoyed playing around with it. So
I think that's awesome. Yeah. I cannot believe that Young Living came out with makeup.
Yes, we were shocked. We were surprised. So, and it's something that's been in the works. They acquired a company of one of our diamond leaders who was tired of the question, what makeup do you use? You live this toxin-free lifestyle. What makeup do you use? And she couldn't answer. Well,
it's crazy because it's so, like, I do not, when you're a kid, you start going and wearing makeup. You go to the Maybelline, what is it? Revlon, L'Oreal, those kinds of things. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And then as you get older, I find, in my experience, is that I tend to go more towards the adult makeup, that you can't really get in the store. You have to order it through other people. And, I'm not like a Mary Kay person. I'm not like that kind of, with that kind of makeup. There's some things I do like, but I'm also allergic to a lot of the stuff too.
Okay.
So when I do find something, I love to wear it.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't look like I have makeup on. But now that I have to empty out my makeup drawer, right? I'm just like, I'm so disappointed because I do spend money on, certain things. Not a lot, but just enough so that I have, the adult
basics, right?
makeup. Yeah.
The basics. I mean, and you talk about itchiness and stuff like that. The bismuth that's in a lot of the cosmetics is actually an irritant.
Are you kidding me? Is
acne. That no? And a lot of products have bismuth in it. So for some people, it's definitely an allergy and an irritant where their skin feels itchy.
Oh my gosh!
And so just these things that you learn as you go. You know? And so,
see, that's one of the things that always drives me nuts. That's why I don't wear like foundation, the liquid foundation, because I can't stand the itchiness. I hate it.
Yeah.
And then even with some other makeup, I find that I will do a little scratch. I'm like, especially the nose area. Yeah. And I had no idea. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah. So now you know. So
oh
I'm
my
excited
God.
that we have the
See, this is why I love this show, is because, I love having people here and then talking about their business, and we're talking about everybody in general. So there's a lot of things that we're all using, we're all doing, and we don't really know how harmful everything is for us.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, it's cool to, learn from each other. And that's what's awesome about this.
Oh, my God. That's amazing.
Yeah. So, other stuff that Young Living came up with. This is very cool. These are FDA over-the-counter approved products. So, Our first one is our mineral sunscreen. It is a SPF of 10. And what they are finding is that we as humans do not get enough vitamin D. And that the higher SPFs that you go, there's more chemicals and it's bad for you. I cannot wait to try this.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you. So every time I go to Florida, I forget sunscreen or I don't have anything natural. I could try to make something, but it probably wouldn't be as good as what this is. And I'll put just cheap banana boat or whatever on my face, and literally I feel the chemicals burning my skin. And I said to Keith, I go, I just shouldn't wear anything. I go, I literally, like, my face is on fire and I have to go and try to scrub it off because it's so bad. So the SPF 10 means that you can be in the sun 10 times longer than you would if you were without any kind of protection. It also allows the sun to come in and give you that vitamin D that you need. It's waterproof. And it's amazing, and it smells good, and it's infused with our essential oils.
Wow. See, that's something, too, because my husband his skin is so sensitive. He burns really bad as well. But when he puts on sunscreen, and he won't wear it because it burns his skin.
Yes. And it's the chemicals. Our body is rejecting the chemicals.
Oh
so this is awesome. So the new mineral sunscreen, this is the only natural sunscreen that you're going to find that has the FDA over-the-counter approved, and you can look at the ingredients.
Oh my gosh.
You can read the ingredients.
I don't know, it's too
awesome.
But
we can list it, and I have it if anyone needs it.
Right.
But yeah, awesome that this is over-the-counter approved.
Holy
the
cow.
The other cool thing that we have that's over-the-counter approved is our after sun care. And what this is, okay, so this is funny. I don't know the word, but I want you to think about the Heinz 57 glass bottle ketchup.
Right.
Okay? To get the ketchup out, you have to hit the 57, right?
Right.
And all of a sudden it becomes liquid and it pours out. It's like visceral, or there's some weird scientific name. I don't know it offhand. But the only other product that has that is this. So right now, this is a hard solid in this bottle. The minute I shake it, it becomes a liquid. You can spray it, because what is the worst thing when you have a sunburn? Putting on something that's hard or icky. But if it's a nice, soft, light spray that goes on that the sunburn,
right,
and you rub it in, it stays liquid while you're rubbing it in. And the minute you release your hand, it turns into a lotion barrier to protect your skin. This is infused with essential oils.
Are you kidding?
So, yeah, it's the coolest thing.
Can I try
ever.
it?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh my gosh. Are you guys?
I actually haven't
even
used it. I
don't even have
But go for it, yeah.
So, but I just want to see it.
There we go.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay, now rub it in. Do it in front of the thing.
All right. So
there it is.
There it is. Oh my gosh. I'm terrible with this thing.
And then just rub it, and it's a liquid. And then once she releases it, it's going to create a nice protective barrier like a lotion.
Wow.
Does it feel good?
It does feel good.
It's got to be soothing.
It's like soft and silky.
Yeah.
Like I could just touch
like
myself.
Like a baby's butt.
Touching myself, Oh my God, that does feel good. It does feel soft.
Isn't that awesome?
Oh my. Wow, that does feel soft.
That's good stuff. So that is
Smells
another
good.
over-the-counter spray that I can tell
good.
you will help the pain of sunburns. So
it doesn't even smell medicine-y. It actually has a decent smell. It's a good smell.
Yeah, it's infused with essential oils.
Wow.
So yeah, awesome. So that's the After Sun that we have. The next new product that everyone's been dying for.
Oh my gosh, Andy wants the black eyeshadow for Alice Cooper. Good one, Andy. Oh my God, that's awesome.
So the other product, it's not over-the-counter approved because insect repellent
This
cannot.
actually feels good. I'm going to go back to the lotion because it's got a cool sensation on my arm.
Nice.
Like it really feels good. It's
feel?
cool.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't it feel awesome?
Yeah. That is nice.
Oh my God, you can use this in the bedroom.
Oh, a nice
that would be
little
fun,
cooling
right?
sensation, right?
It would be like,
it would help your romance. Where the angel
oh my
cards
God,
help the
exactly.
romance.
It was going to help the romance for sure. The romance. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. No, it does. It feels awesome.
Nice.
Wow.
So the next thing that cannot be over-the-counter approved, but it is EPA approved, Environmental Protection Agency, is our insect repellent. So this will help repel insects.
That's what I need.
And if you need help with ticks, which they actually, some of the girls did, where they did a circle on a piece of paper and had a tick crawl around the water circle, and then it wouldn't go past the barrier of this.
Well, first of all, where did they get the tick?
I have no idea.
That's disgusting, first of all.
Yeah, right? They were waiting until they found a tick on somebody, and they captured it, and they were trying this experiment. So, I would not tell you to go hunting ticks.
Don't go hunting ticks.
But the other thing that might be good, too, that you can add to this is Palo Santo oil, essential oil, and that is also a good tick repellent. So
Palo Santo?
Yes.
Oh, I've got 2 little bottles of that.
Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, look at all this.
Yes, we are. We've got it going on.
So, the insect repellent is awesome. It's like an oil, so it's going to last you a really long time. See, it's just a little oil.
Oh.
And it smells lovely.
It smells lovely.
Yes, and not like off and the bad stuff. So
that's amazing, because I will tell you this, my friends.
Oh, yeah.
I did not know that there were chiggers in Illinois until this spring. And let me tell you, my left foot was embedded. I must have had 30 chigger bites or more. I even had them like under my arms. It was awful. I thought they were mosquito bites. It was early June, and I'm like, there's no way I could have been bitten that many times and not know. Yeah. Since I was sober, there was no way that was happening. And then I was looking at my sandal where the lining was on the ankle, and there it was. It was all within, underneath the sandal, the material part. And I was like, oh my God, those are chiggers. And so that would be perfect if you have, because I live in conservation area. So all around me it's conservation. We definitely have it all. We have the ticks, we have the chiggers, we've got the deer flies, the horse flies, mosquitoes. We just had mosquito spraying today. But yeah, absolutely. We have it all. And there's nothing worse than, for me, because when I get bit by something, it's not just a bite and you're good to go. It is literally a full-blown blister. It's infected. It's itchy. It's like insane, where I'll be up all night long.
Yes.
Ready to claw through my skin just to rip out the affected area. Yeah. It's terrible.
Mine get to be like the size of a $50.
Yeah,
like
mine do too. And I get those little disgusting blisters on top. Yeah. So it's really gross. I'm itching now that we're talking about it.
I know.
But
we have to start talking about bugs.
But that's the biggest thing. It's like if you could put something on like that in oil and then just get it in, because that will actually be helping your skin as well.
So the most disgusting thing, and this is totally going to make you itch.
Okay.
The way that they tested this is they literally had a box full of mosquitoes, and there were 2 sides, and the girl would put this on her arm and put the one in and then put the other one in without anything, and they would just watch the mosquitoes attack her arm. Anytime you think your job is bad, try to have that.
She must be getting paid an awful lot of money.
There's no way.
You couldn't pay me enough to stick my arm into a bucket full or a box full of mosquitoes. Yeah. I promise you. No. You could say, Rita Dolman, I will give you $1 million. And it would be like, no. No. Because I'm pretty sure her arm wasn't in for 1 minute and then out. No. It had to be in there for a period of time. Yes. And so you literally feel those needles digging into you. Yes. No, yeah, I would not do that job. No.
So this stuff works.
Oh my gosh.
So insect repellent.
That is awesome. Now, can you put something like that on your dogs?
You can. You could put it on their collars, which helps too. And we have a pet group online. So anyone that's a Young Living member, you don't have to be underneath me or anything like that. If you're a Young Living member, we can put you in the animal group. And it's over 7,000 people, and they have recipes in there for things like that. There's recipes in there for horses, chickens, whatever animal you have. There's tons of information. But they have a recipe in there of stuff that you can put on the dog's collar.
Wow.
So, because we live in the deep woods, too. And we definitely, I think we've had 1 tick on our dog in like 8 or 9 years that we've lived there, so not bad at all.
Wow.
So we've been able to prevent them with oils. We also use diatomicous earth. We sprinkle it around the backyard when we know it's not going to rain, and it kind of kills all the stuff that's bad back there.
Wow.
So,
holy cow. Well, that's good news.
Yeah. So the other thing that they have is the Shutran Men's 3-in-1 wash. So it's shampoo, body wash, and bath gel. It's amazing. So Shutran is a nice, women will want to snuggle up to you when you use this.
Oh, really?
Yes, you should smell this. It's quite nice. So it has a very nice, romantic, women are attracted to it smell. They also have an oil, the Shutran oil. They have the beard oil. They have the shaving cream, the aftershave lotion. So they came up with this 3-in-1. So they have 2 sizes. They have the travel and then the big size for in your shower. So 2 different sizes of that.
And this travel, you can go on an airplane with this?
Yes, you can carry that through security.
Oh, and this is all you would need then?
Yeah, you'd have everything. So it's within the limits.
Wow.
So the other thing is the new diffuser. So this is the Desert Mist diffuser, and it's beautiful. It has the candle flickering setting and a ton of different colors, but we're keeping it on green because we're green. We're all green.
We're all green in here, you guys. Just Rita Real Talk is green.
So the other amazing thing that they came up with was an entire baby line.
Oh my
gosh.
gosh.
But this is not just for babies. So they have diaper wipes. These also cross over as makeup remover wipes. I have these in the car because think about your days when you're driving in the car, you got meetings all day, you feel icky, you're sweaty, you're gross. How nice would it be to take one of these cloths that are infused with essential oils and just wipe your face down and wipe your pits down, and these are amazing. So it's like $11 for a big pack of these. But again, if you use them for makeup remover wipes, you can cut them into 3s, and so you have little tiny cloths for your makeup remover, or use them in the car as freshen up wipes. I don't have a baby, but I bought extra of these because I love them.
Wow.
So baby wipes. So this is a cute little bundle. It was $126 for all of this. Little basket that can go on to the diaper changing station. There is a bath towel for the baby. There's also a washcloth. Comes with the diaper wipes. Comes with baby lotion. So when you have fussy baby or after bath, all natural. One of the things that people are the most afraid of is using oils on their babies or their kids because they're afraid that they don't know how to make the item and use proper dilution.
Right.
This is all done for you. You don't have to do it. You don't have to worry. It's been tested. It's all good to go. And so, you can use it on the baby. So this is baby lotion. We also have diaper rash cream. Many of us make our own diaper rash cream because there was nothing like this around, and nobody wants to put the bad stuff on there, the Dustin and whatever else people are using that have really bad
Oh my God,
ingredients.
it's amazing like how we grew up with all this stuff.
I know. Well,
like I put Desitin or A&D ointment on my son when he had a rash.
And a lot of it's changed, and they put more chemicals in there because it allows them to make the product more cheap. In Europe, there's tons of chemicals banned that we use here in the U.S.
That surprises me how much we ingest bad chemicals. Like, I don't know what it is about us that we just eat it. Like, when you're at margarine, right? The big tubs of I haven't had that forever.
Oh
but
God.
Stuff like that, it's like it's literally one ingredient away from being plastic, and we're eating that stuff.
Yeah. I mean, they did a test with margarine and butter and put it out, and ants would not touch the margarine. They would only eat the butter. So, and we put that into our bodies. So if it's not even good enough
crazy.
for ants, I mean, it's nuts.
Yeah, even like with suckers, candy and stuff like that, with artificial sweeteners and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I'm allergic to aspartame. As soon as I have aspartame,
my husband's
I start
allergic to
having
it
heart
as well.
Problems.
Yeah,
my legs hurt, and so there's other natural companies that use aspartame in their products, and
oh my gosh,
crazy! Or they put it as natural flavoring.
Yes,
so you have to be very careful.
It's very crazy. But I will tell you about this because I learned this recently. A friend of mine, Judy Feldhausen, she's been on my show. She was telling me how she uses stevia. And I was like, what? She goes, it's the natural stevia. I'm like, oh my gosh. It's still processed. It's still bad. She goes, no, you don't understand. She has a stevia plant at home.
Oh, wow.
So she literally uses the leaves off of her stevia plant.
That's amazing.
And that's what she uses. So she gave me a stevia plant. So I can use that instead of, well, I don't use those artificial sweeteners anyway. But I couldn't believe what she was saying. And so she brought it. And you eat a leaf and you can taste the sweetness of that leaf. And it's just like, oh my gosh, it's amazing.
I mean, some of the stevia that you can buy, they're owned by Coca-Cola. Another one of the stevia companies owned by Pepsi. So it's not good stuff.
No, it's not good stuff. And that's what people are like, Splenda. We talk about this show. For some reason, like Splenda comes up a lot in my shows. But Splenda is literally chlorine derivatives binding the sweetener together, which means it is so bad for you. It causes anxiety, depression in women, swollen joints. Women especially are affected by it. And it makes me insane that our government has approved brown sugar stevia or Splenda. So we're literally feeding our children Splenda in cake, cookies, all of it, because it's being put into everything, and it's making me absolutely insane. Our kids are so sick, and it's because we're feeding them poison.
Yeah.
I don't understand what we're doing.
And it's even with the cosmetic industry. So, Burt's Bees was bought out. I think, were they bought out by Clorox? I can't remember. But they've been bought out by a big company. And they just came out with some new chapsticks that have fruit infusion flavors. But your label is going to probably
I heard about Burt's Bees, that they're now
flavors
on the not so natural list anymore.
Yeah.
And they used to be really, really good. So the whole thing is crazy. And these are the things that, I want everybody to realize. Whatever decisions you guys make for yourselves, I mean, that is all for you. But when you start to realize how much we are poisoning ourselves on purpose, that's the part where you're just like, oh my gosh, when does it stop? We're all getting bigger. We are all sick. We can't move. We're all losing our minds. We're exhausted beyond measure. We can't even, get ourselves off the couch most of the time.
Right.
And the only people who are getting themselves off the couch are the ones who are just eating whole food.
Yeah, and organic.
And then that's it.
Yeah.
So, and they're using whole, organic body products, that kind of thing. So that way they're not putting all those chemicals in their body.
Getting rid of the boxed items in their house and doing all natural, regular vegetables, fresh fruit, things like that without the pesticides. So speaking of that, okay, because this is something I swore I would never waste money on, and I thought it was the most ridiculous thing, and who really does this and washes their fruits and vegetables, right?
Right.
Okay, well, Young Living has not only a spray, but it comes in a bigger bottle. And I had, the biggest pet peeve in our house is that the strawberries always go bad. And Keith always gets mad at me because the strawberries have gone bad and I should have froze them or done something with them. So I was shocked. Somebody posted that they did their fruit and veggie washed their strawberries, and posted a picture 4 days later, and they were beautiful and red and vibrant. And I'm like, no way. So I had gotten one of these for free, and I'm like, I'm going to try it. Let me tell you how disgusting it is after you put this in and wash your veggies. I can't even. In the bottom of the bowl. I was so grossed out after that moment. I was like, we're washing everything from now on. And I am very much like a veggie fruit snob. Like if Keith goes to Walmart and gets a pepper, I can taste the pesticide on it. And I'm like, oh no, there's no way I can't eat this. I taste the pesticide. I can't eat in the airport half the time because half of their salad has pesticides and nasty stuff. I can't do it. The stuff is amazing. So you can even wash your fruit on the go. So you can keep this in your purse. It goes through TSA as well. But like if this is something that you are adamant about, you get an apple, when you get over to the other side, you can wash it wherever you are, and it's awesome. It gets the gross out.
Oh my God.
So all these things you learn as you go, and it's all small changes.
Isn't that something? Because I'm like one of those people, totally guilty of, like, if you're really hungry, whatever, you snag a couple of grapes off that bunch while you're in the store. You know what I mean? And it's like,
you won't after you.
Oh my God! I don't even want to know because I will probably throw up.
It is, yeah, it's pretty gross. So anyway, so the baby stuff. So we also have a baby massage oil. So if you have a fussy baby, this is all ready to go. We also have the body wash and shampoo and bath gel. And this comes with a little pumper on top because a lot of times as moms with babies, we're doing it all one-handed. So this is all ready to go and it's huge. I mean, you only use a tiny little pump for whatever you need to wash the baby. So this is all part of the baby line. It's all ready to go. They're also coming out with a linen spray because it's safe to be able to spray lavender on the baby sheets to help calm them and give them a good night's rest.
Oh my gosh.
So really cool stuff coming out. Stuff that we have July 1st. This is all available. If you're a Young Living customer, you can put this on your Essential Rewards order coming July 1st. Right now it's available to order, and they've been going out of stock on a lot of stuff because it's amazing. They came out with like 58 new items, I think, at convention. So really cool. Some new supplements. I didn't bring those. I did bring some other things, though, to talk about. So we have hand sanitizer that does not have bad things like triclosan in it. You should keep this in your purse. You can wash whatever with it. I mean, even when I'm on an airplane, I literally will take, like, the tray that they put your drink on.
I don't even touch that stuff. It's so gross.
So that's easy.
I've heard many stories about being on airplanes and what people do. It's like those trays and those pouches in front are like infested with ickies.
They have thieves spray. You can just spray everything.
Oh my God.
I spray myself sometimes when people are coughing around me and all gross.
I can't even. When I'm on an airplane, I literally am very careful on how I breathe and what I'm touching because it's all contaminated air.
Yeah. That's gross.
It is gross.
So toothpaste, they have a ton of different toothpaste, Young Living does, and it took me a while to get adjusted to the toothpaste. And we found one. There's so many different ones. There's like a whitening one, a cinnamon one. The kids one I love. We bought this for my niece, and I actually like using it myself.
Oh, really?
Which is funny, but it has like an orange mint, and I really like that. And orange is great for whitening your teeth as well.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. So you could put a drop of orange oil on your toothbrush, and it helps whiten your teeth. A natural occurring thing. Plant juice you're putting on your teeth. You're not using bleaches, and it'll whiten your teeth. So that's another little trick. An orange
I gotta have white teeth. I'm telling you,
oil is like $5. It's like $5.
I can't. Like I just can't. Teeth are so important to me, and I just have to have them nice and white.
Yeah,
really.
So Thieves mouthwash. I was never a mouthwash person. This stuff is absolutely amazing. It is just, you only need a little bit, and it totally freshens your mouth. It's great. It also crosses over, not to be gross or freak anyone out, but this on a tampon will get rid of a yeast infection. Believe it or not. Crazy. It's like a peppermint cooling.
You're kidding.
Thing. I'm not kidding. Someone had told me that online, and I'm like, there is no way. Sure enough.
Oh my God, where was that stuff when we were younger? Because, oh my God, I used to have yeast infections all the time when I had my period.
Even like on your skin. People get yeast infections on their skin, men and women.
People don't realize that, so like especially in the summertime, or if you're tanning all the time,
or
those little
really
round circles, that is like fungus.
Yeah. So you can use some of this to wipe the area and clean the area and keep it cool. And here's the other cool thing about the toothpaste. So the toothpaste you can actually use in your armpits as a deodorant. And it keeps you cool. So one of the things now that summer is here, well, kind of here, a little bit of peppermint oil, 1 drop in each of your armpits will keep your whole body cool. So even after you've put your deodorant on, you can do 1 drop in each pit. But if you're using the toothpaste, you can put a little bit of the Thieves toothpaste in your armpits, and it'll keep your pits cool all day. Keep the body temperature down.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Fun little
That would
trick.
be great for people who have hot flashes.
Yes, it would. Yes, it would.
Wow.
So definitely a good thing.
Oh my gosh, that is a really good thing.
And peppermint keeps the bees away. So it's something that we keep on the boat as well. So when we're hot, I do a spray bottle with a couple drops of peppermint and water, and we spray ourselves down. So when you're in that heat and you're sunbathing, it keeps your whole body cool. But it also keeps the bees away. Bees like lemongrass. Lemongrass is good for keeping mosquitoes and ticks away.
But the bees love it.
Bees love lemongrass. So don't be using lemongrass during the day. Unless you want to be, the
right.
bee's best friend.
Oh my gosh.
So, yeah.
Holy cow.
So a lot of products. Young Living is really a lifestyle and about changing and putting yourself on a better path. They have a whole weight loss system. So their Sleek line, and actually my friend Irje, if she's out there, she won their contest and lost 39 pounds doing the 60-day challenge. And literally you're not really changing your food. You're just incorporating these items in. So it's like a tea that you drink at night. It's an oil that you ingest, putting your water, things like that, and some capsules that you take. And she lost 39 pounds. So that was awesome.
Wow. Yeah. That's
and
amazing.
Looks great. There's before and after pictures. She looks amazing.
Wow.
So, yeah. So
that's fantastic. You got to love that kind of stuff. Holy cow. So what made you get involved with all of this with Young Living? Like, what sparked something that where you're just like, I've got to be a part of this company?
So I'm diabetic type 2. And my body would
still trying to connect. Yeah, there we go.
So I would break out into full-blown rashes, and the only thing that would help would be to go to the hospital and get shot up with antihistamine, and I forgot what else they give me, but it would basically knock me out because the itching was so bad and my body was so hot. I couldn't be naked enough. Like, even a nightie was just excruciating pain for me. Yeah. And they did all kinds of tests, couldn't find out what was wrong. And so I knew at that point I needed to start changing my lifestyle. Whether it was the laundry detergent that we use. So we actually use Thieves laundry detergent now. We don't use fabric softener sheets. That's another huge chemical issue and hormone disruptor. And we wonder why our clothes smell so wonderful. It's all the chemicals that are making them smell so wonderful. And those are going on our body and touching our skin. And they're horrible.
You know what? And I'll tell you, we have a new washing machine. So we have use those little new packets with the Tide. And then you've got the sprinkles. Mm-hmm. And our clothes, you can't even use a lot. It has such a perfumey smell. Like, it's very strong. And I'm not a fan.
And those chemicals are going right into your body when you're wearing them. When you wash your sheets in them and you're laying on those sheets and you're sweating and your pores are open, you're absorbing those chemicals into your system. So that was part of what we found was part of my hive issue. Every time I traveled then, because we changed our household over, every time I traveled and I'd be in a hotel, I'd break out in full-blown rashes. I woke up in a hospital in the middle of Kentucky. I didn't even know where I was. And I'm like, where am I? Because I was itching so bad. I went to the concierge and I'm like, get me to a hospital. They got me to a hospital. I had no clue where I was. I woke up in some strange place. But I was high free at that point, thank God. But what we were realizing is every time I traveled and I was in these beds with the chemical sheets, it was affecting my body. Because I was trying to get away from it, and then I was re-exposing myself.
So then now what do you do when you travel?
Bring your own sheets, bring your own pillows. And I always make sure that I have enough space in my suitcase for stuff like that. And I mean, it seems ridiculous. I spray stuff down with the oils to make sure, like for bed bugs and stuff like that. I always worry. I'm paranoid about stuff like that. So, and I diffuse. Oh my God,
I'm like so itchy now. It's not even funny.
all these gross things.
It is gross. I mean, it's true, but it's honestly. I just saw an article about the MGM Grand in Las Vegas where they have a real problem with bed bugs.
Okay.
Real problem. Huh. And people are spending all this money on the suites, and their bed is loaded with bed bugs.
It's so gross.
It is gross. I can't even imagine. The first time I came in contact with a bed bug and realized what it was when I was working in Chicago at a facility that helps homeless and AIDS patients with medical and we did chiropractic on them, and there was one of the patients, a bed bug fell off of her, and I was like, oh my God,
Gross.
what is that? And, and of course you have to be discreet and get it out of there. But still, it was like, that was my first encounter, what that was. And I was like, oh my gosh, it totally makes sense, because she came from a shelter, which a lot of shelters have bed bugs. Yeah. I'm like, really freaked out
itchy.
now.
I know, my legs are itchy.
Am. I'm just like, oh my gosh.
My diffuser goes everywhere with me when I travel. I diffuse in the room as well.
So you bring this large diffuser with you everywhere?
Well, I have different sizes, but and I just got this one, so I haven't traveled with this one yet. I might be a little more overprotective of this one.
Right.
But I have some other ones that are a little bit thick, smaller. I also have a diffuser in the car. Cigarette smoke makes me want to puke. So if I'm in my car, even if I'm in my convertible with the top down, I diffuse in the car so that I get the happy smells that I want to smell.
Yes.
And I'm not smelling cigars or cigarette smoke or whatever from the car next to me. So, we travel with diffusers. That helps a lot. But going back to the dryer sheets, we use wool dryer balls, and you can put your essential oils on there, and it scents the clothes. And we actually use lemongrass all the time. And my boys are trained, like, they freak out if there's no lemongrass oil for them to put on their dryer balls. And they love the smell of it. Lifting. So, so we use lemongrass in the dryer.
I got to start really thinking about switching over and getting the chemicals out of the house for sure. Because there's a lot of things that I deal with medically, which I bet you with the items that we use that...
And it's funny, and I get people that are like, I don't care. I'm older. I don't care about the chemicals. And I'm always like, well, what about your grandkids or your future grandkids? Don't you want to know this so you're not putting these god-awful things on them? Like, it's so important, Well,
it really is important. Like, I've never been a fan of sunscreen, ever. Yeah. Because everybody's like, oh, you have to have it. You have the 100 proof. You have all these high numbers. And... I remember a long time ago seeing a news article about where that sunscreen is literally baking into your skin, and it is also linked to skin cancer. Mm-hmm. So it's a catch-22. You either don't protect yourself, which I don't put any sunscreen on me, or, you do. But either way, the way things are and the way our world is today, somebody's going to have something at some point, one way or another. I mean, I've used tanning beds. I use them for, over 20 years. So for me, I know that I've abused myself in such ways. And I do deal with a little bit of skin cancer, but that's on me.
Right.
But I'm not going to put the sunscreen on me that you pick up at the store, because those are all chemicals, especially when you start finding out more about prescriptions and, stuff like that. And if people with high cholesterol, you're actually supposed to have cholesterol in your body, but it's the different types of cholesterol you have to worry about. And my particular problem with my brain problem is if I was ever on a cholesterol medication, it would make my brain worse. So it's like, oh my gosh. So it's amazing how we have all these different things that we do and we take, and the government's like, yes, please do. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's
they make money off of it.
My gosh.
So, I mean, we can't say that the oils help specific things, but as you start learning and using them, it's amazing. Like, cinnamon helps me with my blood sugar. If my blood sugar spikes, because every now and then I like to have Mike's Hard Lemonade or be a little bit naughty and my blood sugar spikes. So I'll use cinnamon and lotion and put it on the bottom of my feet. You can also rub it on your abdomen. And it absorbs immediately and it'll start dropping my blood sugar. I've seen it happen. So, I mean, stuff like that. You learn as you go. And there's so many other things. Young Living has vitamins, supplements, protein shakes, bars. With the protein shakes and stuff, how do they feel about soy products? I don't know, but everything is GMO free. Everything that we use, we are seed to seal. We have our own farms, so we don't outsource any of that stuff. It's all within our house. and they don't even use pesticides or chemicals on the plants. Everything is hand planted, hand weeded. It's crazy. And if you've ever been to the farms, which they're open to the public, so anyone is welcome to go, and you can visit any of the farms. The main one is in Mona, Utah, but they have farms in Hawaii and Canada and France and Oman and all over the place. So, is that our...
We've only got like 14 minutes left of the show.
That's so crazy.
I know.
I didn't think I'd have enough to talk to you guys about for 2 hours.
Oh my gosh, you're hilarious.
But, so you can visit the farms. They never use anything. And it's amazing to see the workers and how well Young Living takes care of their people. They're very well taken care of and they're happy. And it's just such a good vibe when you go. And that was one of the things that touched me. You know, there's no other oil company out there where you can go visit the farms. We distill all of our own products. We, have the seed to seal. So Gary even inspects the soil, and they go through different things where you get good soil, bad soil. Someone had brought it up today about how different it is when you go to the grocery store and you get a tomato. And that tomato is a GMO tomato, and it's not juicy, but it's bright red, and it looks like a good tomato, but then you get it home and it doesn't have any taste.
It's weird.
And it's not good. But then how nice is it when you go to the farmer's market and you get that nice juicy tomato where that farmer cared about the soil and it came from good soil and good sunlight and, good everything, and it's juicy and tastes good. There's such a difference. And so, even with the oils, you can pretty much buy oils anywhere nowadays. But it's about how many times they distill it and how pure they are. And even something that says 100% pure doesn't mean that it's really 100% pure total essential oil. One of the best examples for me is when you brew your coffee. I'm a coffee snob. I love my coffee. So the first brew is always your best brew.
Right.
But Keith will go in and he'll use my little K-cup and brew another cup out of it. And it's not quite, strong coffee, but it's still 100% coffee, right?
Right.
And then when you go down to the third or fourth distillation, the fourth, it's almost like a clear water with a tint of brown.
Yeah, with a tint.
And
a tint of flavor.
It's still 100% pure coffee. So when you're talking distilling the oils, that's really the difference is they take the first distillation, no chemicals, no fillers, no nothing, and it's some of the strongest oil. And I always tell people, if you've not tried it, try it up against the crappy oil from the grocery store, the health food store, Whole Foods. There's such a difference. You can tell. I was using another company before this, and as soon as I got these, I'm like, oh, I don't use as many drops. Oh, this is really preventing me from not getting the flu this winter. This is great. We had a whole winter. We had 5 sick days for all of our employees. That was it, because we were diffusing thieves in the lodge the entire time.
Isn't that amazing how all that stuff works?
It's
honestly.
Crazy. And the younger generation definitely wants to learn, and they're more into this. And so it's really cool to see the younger ones teaching their parents and, going, hey, no, we should try this instead of this. And, and they're not afraid to try it. And it's amazing to think that this is what we had before pharmaceuticals. Cleopatra used it, King Tut. This is where this stuff started. It's what made people feel better. It's what people used in their cosmetics. It's crazy.
I can't even imagine. I honest to God. I'm still blown away by the fact that my makeup I have to throw away.
I'm sorry.
You know what I mean? It's like, what?
I had no idea. But that app, Think Dirty app, awesome.
Yeah.
And people have their opinions of it, but it's really cool when you look up the ingredients and you see how bad those ingredients really are. Well, maybe it's not cool. It's actually a bad thing, but it's a good thing because you're making yourself informed.
Well, and that's the biggest thing. As long as you are making the decision, or if you continue to use the products that you're using, at least you're informed and you've made an educated decision for yourself. And those are the things I think is very empowering is where, you've got the information, maybe your budget is still, you can only stick with this, and then, or maybe you can start to slowly shift over there, but at least to know.
Yes.
Because I see so many people sick, so many people, even my own personal self, it's like, I just can't even imagine. I've never really been healthy my entire life, and now I'm finally starting to shift and change and get healthier. because now I've got all the proper things in play, and I've never experienced health before.
It feels good when you get there. I mean, I'm starting to definitely feel better, not as sluggish. I'm not drugged out on diabetes medicine. I manage my diet with my food intake, with my supplements. Also the Ninja Red, which is an antioxidant drink. We drink that every day. It definitely is a good vitamin boost. I feel amazing. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many, for a long stretch of time, I was always in the hospital. I always felt horrible. My stomach always felt sick.
Right.
I literally felt like my body was shutting down, and with the vitamins and the supplements that they have, they're all infused with essential oils.
Right.
I feel so much better. Like, it's a different me, and it's so nice. And even having the house chemical free, it's nice.
Well, it's nice to come in and you're just like there. You're enjoying your life. It's like you don't even have to think about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like you just know everything is taken care of. You know everything is chemical free. You know that, you don't have to worry about washing the floors and then your dog's licking the floors, or,
I mean, that's the thing. How many times do we have the yard sprayed or weed control come out, and the dogs are out on that, and then they track
that's
it
the
into
biggest
the
thing.
kitchen.
That's the biggest thing. Like today, we had our mosquito spraying, and it dries. It takes an hour or so to dry. So I have to make sure that my dogs stay in the house and that they don't go out there.
Right.
But that's the biggest thing. It's like you always worry about that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Always like, oh my God, is that, what about the animals that's already out there and the birds and all that kind of stuff? I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
But that's the stuff where, we are just poisoning ourselves every single day, and we can't figure out why we're sick.
Right.
Why we don't feel good.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, what's the first thing that you do when you get up in the morning? You go to the bathroom, take a shower, and then you start putting all the crap on you.
Yeah. Yeah. And your body doesn't get a rest from that. I mean, it's crazy. And when you start switching over, it's amazing. You feel better about your choices. And for me, that's huge, because I know that what I do for my son or what I provide in the household, it's better for him. It's better for my animals. It's better for my boyfriend, and that's why I like making those choices.
Oh my gosh. So. It's just amazing, like how all that stuff works out. Yeah. It's just shocking. Oh my gosh. So Tiffany, tell us how we can get a hold of you.
Yes. So for theloveofoils.co, not .com, for theloveofoils.co is my website.
Oh, did I do it wrong then? I did it wrong on my website then.
Oh.
No, I didn't, because it goes right to it.
Oh, yeah, no, you were fine. It went to the right place, because I saw a picture of me, and it kind of tells my story. I'm also on Facebook for The Love of Oils, and it says --Tiffany, so go out and friend my business page. You can also friend me personally. I think my web address is facebook.com/lemondroppertiffany. And that's the best way to get in touch with me. And I am local, but I also travel a lot. So I have clients in many different states. So,
my gosh.
And I love traveling. So,
yeah. Well, what is like one of the things, because we still have a few minutes, we've got like 5 minutes. So what is one of the things that people can start doing today? So like if they don't have like your products, what can they start doing for themselves today that they can start to make some sort of shifts and changes?
Go room to room and decide room to room that you're going to start changing things. So maybe it's the laundry room first. And you have to be careful. I mean, contact me. We're doing a special on the Thieves Cleaner for $25 or for $24, but then you also get the glass bottle to go with it. So it's a special we're doing for the month of July. So if you're interested, and you don't have to be a member to get it, you just contact me. But simple things like that, go room to room and decide what you want to change out. With Young Living, they have a membership, so you buy your premium starter kit to become a member. But we can also customize some of that, and now with the makeup and things like that. So depending on what you want, we can try to customize it. You're never required to buy monthly. We have an awesome promo program like Kohl's, so where I earn lots of free products every month, but you're never required. You buy as you need it. And then you can start making small changes. So whether it's the laundry detergent, whether it's your supplements, and the supplements are amazing. Like, it's just so different to have them infused with the oils.
Right.
Your Oh, we have your dish detergent right there. We have the dishwashing detergent. We have foaming hand soap. So even your hand soap. Oh, I have to tell you this. So I was at my sister's and I scanned her Myers hand soap, which normally you would think Myers is a great natural, organic type of thing. It was a 9 out of 10, her hand soap that was sitting at her sink.
Well, why would you think that Myers is organic?
They used to be very organic and natural based, and they got bought out by a bigger company. I don't remember what it was. You'll have to look it up online. But we went and we scanned it, and sure enough, it was a 9 out of 10 for dishwasher.
Because they don't even sell real lemons.
Right, yeah.
If you guys think you're getting a real lemon from Myers, you're not. So no, that's the crazy thing.
It's Meyer, Meyer. So it's a brand that's supposed to be all natural. Oh,
it's a brand. It's not like the store Myers. No. I was like, why would you think that is organic? Oh, no. Okay.
So it's actually a brand, and it always has been, we're a natural cleaning company, blah, 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 blah. They're not. Go scan their stuff. Their ingredients are horrible. So, so, I mean, just stuff like that. So you have to be careful even when you go into the grocery store and you think, I think this is going to be a natural product. Look at those ingredients and start studying them and do one thing at a time. Maybe you replace all your hand soaps in your bathrooms and at the kitchen sink or, little things. But, I mean, these are things that we want to do for our kids, for our friends that come over, for the people that we love. We want to start making these choices.
Wow. Holy cow, there's like so much information. There's like so many things that it's just like, holy cow, it's unbelievable. I can't believe how the time just flies by. Isn't it amazing?
I know. Rita and I could talk for like hours though.
I know.
There's something about us. We just click and we could just talk forever.
Exactly. So it's like stuff like this. And these are the things that I love to share with people because we all need to start learning more about what's going on in our society, what's going on in the world around us, so that way we can start making, educated decisions on what it is we want to bring into our family.
Right.
And so even like with the food and stuff like that, it's just shocking how people don't realize how allergic they are to all the processed stuff. Mm-hmm. And that's one of the biggest things that I've realized, how allergic I am to certain foods, and I've been off of a lot of stuff lately, and we thought we found something organic, and my son found me like these little frozen treats because I love frozen food, and I had one and I had a reaction, and I was like, well, maybe it was what I ate earlier. I had one the next day, and it turned out that I can't even eat this particular product anymore because it's something that my body can no longer tolerate because I'm getting rid of all that stuff. Mm-hmm. So it's amazing how it all works, all of it.
Well, thank you for having me.
Oh my God, Tiffany, I'm so excited. Again, go ahead and say your information.
So it's lemondroppertiffany.com or fortheloveofoils.co, not .com. And you can jump on Facebook and you can find me under For the Love of Oils, and it says Tiffany. You can also look me up and friend request me. It's Tiffany Patterson. So I hope to hear from all of you.
Oh my gosh, Tiffany, thank you so much for being here today. I'm so excited. Thank you everybody for listening and participating with us. It was an awesome show, a lot of engagement. And oh my gosh, it's just been unbelievable. So I will be able to upload today's show so that way you can listen again and get more information if you want to hear anything. And oh my gosh, have a safe 4th of July.
Yes.
So now it's the 4th of July weekend. Everybody's going to be partying and having a great time. So, oh my gosh, you guys, we are like counting down. It's amazing how it all goes. But thank you and have a great weekend. Happy 4th of July.
Bye.
Okay. And so there's that. Now it's going to process. And here we are, you guys. So we just finished up the Blog Talk Radio. And now we're finishing up the Facebook Live. And so thank you so much, each and every one of you. I just absolutely love and adore you. Oh my gosh, Janelle was there. I didn't even see that.
Hey, how are you?
Awesome. Oh my gosh. Jennifer was there. Star, Terry, Stacy. Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yes, thank you. Bye, you guys. Bye.